Get him out! Get him out of this country! Get him out! Get him out of this country! Get him out! Get him out of this country! Get him out! Get him out of this country! Get him out! Get him out of this country! Get him out! Get him out of this country! Get him out! Get him out of this country! Get him out! Get him out of this country! Get him out! Get him out of this country! Get him out! Get him out of this country! Get him out! Get him out of this country!
Emotional, damn it!
Get him out of this country! Get him out! Get him out of this country! Get him out! Get him out of.
It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace. That's what it is, a disgrace.
So, when this fucking laptop stops playing up, it's freezing at the moment. I should call it Mr. Freeze. Fucking excuse me, this laptop, to be honest. Full time, Arsenal 0, Liverpool 2. Arsenal officially out of the competition we have won the most times. Officially out of the FA Cup. There's only 2 trophies now that we're still in with a fight for, which is, I would say, impossible to win right now. Match reaction, let's get it. Fucking shambles.
It's embarrassing.
Fucking shambles.
It's a disgrace. That's what it is, a disgrace.
I knew we were not going to get past Liverpool. I knew it. I just knew it. We can't score for shit. 61 attempts, like since we last scored or something like that. And we've only got 1 goal. No, 61 attempts in 1 goal. That is a shambles. And to think, some people thought we were going to do something this season. What the fuck are we going to do with our attack being the shambles that it is? We used to cry about our defence. And even that's still not complete. But our attack is worse. The only reason why our attack is worse is literally because we have Saliba at centre-back. You take Saliba out of this team, we're relegation form, I'm telling you. Relegation form if you take Saliba out of this 11. The attack was fucking shambles. A fucking shambles. Reece Nelson, I gave him stick, right? I gave him stick. But he actually looks like he may do something today. Even though he was shit, realistically. He had chances. I called him the English Garnacho for a reason. Because he, like Garnacho, is living off that wonder goal. But our attack don't know how to score. We had Havertz up front, who shows us exactly why we didn't want him at this club. Havertz, he has no pace. He has no pace on his passes, and he has no pace in his shots. You look at all the goals he scored this season, they didn't require pace on the ball. The header is what it is. But you look, the shots that he scored with his feet all required a touch. a heavy touch if that. And you look at Kai Havertz's attempts, none of the shots will worry a professional goal fucking keeper, right? We had Saka on the right, who's turned into the left-footed Marcus Rashford since he's done that fucking shit with his hair. Saka was our worst, probably our worst attacker in this game. Did not look like he was going to score. Every time he had the ball, I knew nothing was going to happen. In fact, anytime our attack was getting down to the box, I knew we wasn't going to do anything. The chances that we had, it was the exact game that we see all the time. We have all the attack, we look threatening, but when we lose, we don't even score a single goal. It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time before Liverpool got their goal. It was only a matter of time. And even when they scored, I thought to myself, us being us will equalise and it will go to replay. Us being us will equalise. Because we'll know how to score. Now Liverpool scored. Nope, silly me. I should have looked back at the West Ham game. And what did Arteta do when it came to making subs? He took off Reece Nelson, who had a better game than Saka, and left Saka on the pitch. This is the same shit he did last season when we was all crying for him to not overplay Saka, take Saka off, give him a rest for a few games. Saka doesn't need to play 90 minutes. What does this motherfucker do? Keeps playing Saka. It doesn't matter if Saka is having an absolute stinker. It doesn't matter if he's hopping on one leg. It literally does not matter what Saka does or doesn't do. He's staying on that pitch for 90 minutes if he can. And that is the fucking problem. Arteta can't work around Saka at all. I'm amazed we beat Man City when he wasn't playing. But then again, I look back at it now, looking at how shocking Saka is, maybe I can see why we beat Man City. Arteta and his decision-making, yet again. Arteta don't want it with this FA Cup. And I said this, he doesn't want it. I knew that his choices for this game in, his subs and whatever, I knew it would reflect on how much he gives a shit about the FA Cup. And what he showed was he doesn't care. He don't give a shit about the competition that he won to start off his career as a manager. He does not give a shit about it. Liverpool go get a goal from an own goal. This was one of them games where neither of us. It didn't seem like any of us were going to score, and it took an own goal to break the deadlock. Now I haven't watched it back, right? I haven't watched the highlights, right? It came off Kiwior. I'm not going to get on his case too hard because I'm going to need to watch it back to see if he could have done better. And then Liverpool then get a late goal by Diaz, which Ramsdale getting beat in the near post shouldn't be happening. Ramsdale made decent saves in the game, right? And the question always is would Raya make that save, right? The fact that it's a question whether Raya would make a save or whether Ramsdale would make a save just goes to show there isn't a lot in it between both keepers. That's what it goes to show. Because if we were talking about Alisson from Liverpool versus Leno, for example, we'd know the clear difference between them both. We'd know what Leno wouldn't save. We know what Alisson would save. But the gap isn't that big. Get this attack out of this fucking club. I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough of this attack. I've had enough. We're relying. Nketiah is someone to bring on. You know what I mean? That he's someone to bring on. We tried Havertz up front. He's fucking useless. As he's always fucking been. Right? You know what I mean? He's been useless. He got two goals in December. Then what? His chance up front, and look what he does. He has no pace in his fucking shots. Imagine if that was Podolski up front. He's smashing goals in. Saka, absolute fucking stinker. Shit yet again. But guess what? He will play every single. Nelson had chances. Still living off that wonder goal against Bournemouth. Martinelli comes on. Actually looked okay. Still can't cross for shit. That motherfucker can't cross for shit. Trossard came on. Didn't do much of anything. When he had a corner, straight into the keeper's fucking hands. Leaves it late to bring him on though, doesn't he? Smith-Rowe always gets thrown on with about a couple of minutes to spare winning games like this. The man that saved Arteta's fucking job. And Liverpool came here without Van Dijk, who's ill, and Mo Salah, right? And won 2-0 despite conceding all the chances. I want someone to tell you, could we go to Anfield without Saliba, right? Without Saliba and without an informed Saka, could we go to Anfield, concede so many chances, and leave Anfield 2-0 winners? Who thinks we can do that? Who thinks we can go to Anfield without Saliba and without an informed Saka, see chances like we did, like Liverpool did in this game, and leave Anfield 2-0 winners? Who thinks Arsenal could do that? This is why Liverpool will stay ahead of Arsenal, right? This is why Liverpool will win more than Arsenal. Liverpool, it's back to basics for them. They had Liverpool, since Klopp came in, they were up there, right? They were up there in 2019, they were up there, right? I'd actually won the Champions League. 2020, they won the league. Well, 2018, they got to the Champions League final, but, you know, in terms of the league, I think they finished like third or fourth, whichever. 2019, finished second, Champions League winners. 2020, finished champions, right? 2021, they kind of were the same. 2022, they were quadruple chasing and got 2 trophies from it, right? Almost won the league. Got to a Champions League final. 2023, they were way off. Way off. Arsenal were the team that were, looks like it might be Arsenal's year this year. Because City already won 2 on the bounce. Then Liverpool stopped them winning the third. Then City won another 2. So it looks like City were not going to win the third on the bounce again. Nope. Arsenal was what happened, and City won a treble from it. Now, Liverpool are back to basics now. Back to challenging, back to being up there in competitions. So when Liverpool had a year off last season of doing this, that was our chance to take their place, at least for last season. Still couldn't fucking do that. So if Arsenal are going to have any chance of being back up there again, we're going to need your Liverpools and anybody else who may be a threat to Man City. We're going to need them to have the season Liverpool had last season so we can be up there. We're fucking shambles. Get this manager out of this fucking club and he can take the attack with him. Because I'm sick of this. You can take Jesus with you. You can take Martinelli with you. You can take Saka with you. You can take Nketiah with you. You can take Nelson with you. Right? You can take Trossard with you if you want. I'm sick of this shit. These man can't score for shit now. We are not, and I repeat, we ain't getting top 4 this season. I'll tell you where we're going to finish, right? And this is if we're lucky. We're finishing 5th this season. We're finishing outside the top 4. Here's my order of the Premier League table, right? Man City will be champions. Liverpool will be 2nd. Aston Villa will finish 3rd. Spurs will finish 4th. Then Arsenal around about 5th. If we're lucky. Because we can't score for shit. We ain't doing shit. I said, if Arteta wins a double that involves the league title and the Champions League, or the Champions League, I'll give him another season. So when I said that, we win all competitions. So that meant if Arteta were to win the EFL Cup and the Champions League, I would say, okay, I'll give you another chance. If he were to win the FA Cup and the Champions League, I'll give you another season. If he were to win the league title and the EFL Cup, I'll give him another season. If he were to win the FA Cup and the league title, I'd give him another chance. But if he just wins one trophy, I still want him gone. And if he was to win the league and the Champions League, which is the most unlikely double for any club to win, I'd have said, I'll give him another season. But nope. Now, we're in the last 16 of the Champions League and we're 4th in the Premier League table. Who thinks we're going to get double from that now? We can't score for shit. We cannot score for shit. Literally, every time we went on attack, I knew we weren't going to do anything. Saka has turned into Anthony from Man United. Martinelli is the Brazilian Saint Maximum. Got pace, can get down the wing, just fuck all after it. Reece Nelson is the English Garnacho, lives off that wonder goal. Nketiah, the English Nicholas Jackson. Kai Havertz is Kai Havertz. The fuck we're gonna do with that? Odegaard tap dances too fucking much, as I said previous. Literally, you put us in a box, we're taking touches before we actually fire. Fuck it, this is disgraceful. This is honestly disgraceful. 3rd round FA Cup already out. We weren't doing that before Arteta. We were always getting somewhere in FA Cup. Now this guy can barely get us past. He can't even get us past 4th round now. I think since he won it, he hasn't got us past the 4th round. You know what I mean? He hasn't got us past the 4th round. Won it the most times. 14-time winners. And he won us the 14th FA Cup. And this is how he's going about it. This is how he's going about it. And yet there's still some Arsenal fans out there saying, "Oh, still giving me chance. I mean, if you get the right players." We were top of the league for 93% of the season last season. Odegaard, Martinelli, Saka all have double figures in GA. And what? You can give Arteta the right players. He still do fuck all with it. It's fucking disgusting. It's absolutely fucking disgusting. I'm ashamed to be an Arsenal fan right now. It's fucking shameful. The one competition that if we were going to win anything this season, it would be that. We're the most successful in it. This is embarrassing. You got Mainston however you pronounce it, Maidstone, however you pronounce that club. You've got them in the 4th round of the FA Cup, and they're non-league side. And they beat Shrewsbury, which is a bigger gap than Arsenal beating Liverpool. Well, you toxic positive fans, Arsenal fans, that still wanted Arteta in, you lot deserve to see this, though. You lot deserve to see this. That's one thing I'll say. You, man, deserve to see it. We told you, man, this guy wasn't good enough. And his decision-making showed it. But the attack is even fucking worse today. Because they were on the pitch to try and make a difference. And these motherfuckers couldn't do it. Them motherfuckers that played couldn't do it. Couldn't score for shit. Saka, fucking awful. Fucking awful. Kai Havertz, useless. Nelson, useless. Martinelli, the whole attack were useless. That means this season is definitely one where Arteta cannot take us to 2 cup finals in one season. I pointed out a few videos ago how Arteta can't even get us to 2 cup finals in one season. Wenger could never do that for us. But we've seen Klopp do it. We've seen Pep do it. We've seen Fergie do it. We've seen Dalglish do it. We've seen Jose Mourinho do it. We've seen Thomas Tuchel do it. We've seen Eric Ten Hag do it. We've seen about 7 managers. What's his name? Sarri. That's 8 managers. Avram Grant did it. That's 9 managers I've just named who we've seen, right, take their clubs to 2 cup finals in one season. Wenger couldn't do it once. Arteta still can't do it. Di Matteo did it. 10 managers I've just named that have took their clubs to 2 cup finals. I forgot to get to Michael Thomas's comment. They were left before the stream started. But yeah. Snakes and ladders season. That was a fucking disgrace. Mikel has to go. He has to go, and he has to take his attack with him as well. They can go with him. It's fucking shambles, this. Fucking shambles. I mean, it's fucking shambles. We had this fan base not give a shit when we were out the EFL Cup. I mean, you see my videos to it. Got AFTV's Turkish saying he didn't care. You know what I mean? That was when we were out the EFL Cup. It's an absolute fucking joke. It's a joke. We're literally back to the prime banter era of when we were losing like 10 games. One win in 10 games. We're literally back there. He's literally took us back. All these can do is pass sideways. Yeah, sideways FC. That's what I'm going to start calling these, man. Sideways FC. We're literally back to that era in 2020, 2021 season when we had 1 win in 10 when we beat Man U at Old Trafford. But all the games around it were losses. They had 2 bit of draws in there. We're literally back there. Yeah, need too many touches FC. Tap dancing around the fucking box. I literally don't know where our next win's coming from. I don't know. From what I saw today, I'm not sure if we're even going to beat Crystal Palace. I'm not going to lie. Let me go on our fixtures. It's actually worrying. So our next fixture is Crystal Palace at home, and then we're away at Forest, and then home to Liverpool, then away at West Ham, and then away at Burnley. That's our next 5 games. I literally don't know where the win's coming from. Literally, I'm being serious. I don't know where a win is coming from in that, because you think Palace, but we've been shitting London derbies this season anyway. Forest at their ground, that we don't, a place we do not win. Nope. Beating Liverpool. Nope. Still don't think we'll do it. Not the next time we see him. West Ham at West Ham. Nope. Not happening. Burnley. Nope. I don't even think we'll beat them. I literally maybe Porto in the Champions League. No, not even that. We're away from home, and then we've got Newcastle at home. So if anything, maybe Sheffield United away on the 2nd of March. Because our next 5 games, I'm struggling. I've had enough. I'll be dead soon. Been watching pure second-rate bullshit for 20 years. Watch the collapses come in. Might be for the best, as Mikel must go. Well, if someone tells me, right? Someone told me, right? You'll struggle to win your next 5 games. You might lose about 3 out of 5 of your next games, right? If someone told me Arteta will get sacked if that happens, I'd take that, because if we get a new face in and we're still in the Champions League, it's all we can go for now. Literally all we can go for. Chelsea did it. They sacked Villa's boss. Then they went and won 2 trophies the same season. Honestly, I would take Arsenal suffering if it means getting Arteta out, because he's not going to learn nothing. He's going to keep making the same mistakes. He'll keep, and Nketiah will keep being that fucking striker to come on. He will keep fucking playing Saka despite how shit he is right now. Right? He'll keep making those same fucking mistakes, holding on to players, giving players new contracts that don't fucking deserve it. Don't want a manager here that's doing that. We ain't got no chance in the Champions League. So we better put everything into it. We wanted Champions League so bad. The fans were desperate. Everyone desperate. The desperation to be in it. You had the fucking Arsenal director, while we were top of the league in January last season, saying that top 4 was the aim. Okay. Now win the Champions League then. Everything must go into the Champions League now. Everything must go into that. Because we are not going to win the league. Not happening. Liverpool, as I said, I think they've got at least the Europa League in them this season. I don't think they'll win the EFL Cup. I think Chelsea will win that. But I think at least the Europa League, I think they'll win that. I don't think they won't win the league, because they'll do what they always do. When City need to win and they'll keep doing it, Liverpool will collapse like we did. I mean, like Liverpool have done these past few years that they've been, fighting up there. That's what they do. FA Cup, we know City will at least be in the semi-final. So, we could just go from that. Champions League is all we've got now, really, when you think about it. Just put everything in that. Just put everything in that. That's what I say now. Everything go into that, because and even if Arteta win, if Arteta was to pull off the impossible and win the Champions League, I still want him gone, because you only gave him 1 trophy. I wanted at least 2. I still want him gone. In fact, that'll be a good way to leave on that kind of high. Anyways, I'm done with this video. I'm done with this, because I want to eat. You know what I mean? I can't take it anymore. Couldn't beat Liverpool at home. What an embarrassment. I've just had to take sleeping pills to knock myself out. Can't take the constant anguish. Well, don't rely on drugs, pills, whatever. You know, it is what it is with Arsenal. You know, it's you know, it's hard to watch, but you have to accept that this is going to be the reality of Arsenal. Just think back to the times in 2021 when we were like this, and we had like one win in 10 or some shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you want to see this video from the beginning, you can rewind it back to the beginning because I've been live for half an hour now. But yeah, anyways, I'm done with this video. Like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, follow all the socials. Links are in the description below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, which will be, well, there might be some videos before we play Crystal Palace. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Peace. You can catch the start once I end this anyway. So I'm gonna end the stream now, and yeah, you can just rewind it anyway. So yeah, in a bit.